On this episode, Scott cooks vegan and likes it.
But then we talk about gun violence in America today.
Yeah, and it's not hard to talk about it because it's what's going on right now.
And it's worse because the media hypes it for ratings.
Yeah. And you want to know what's really crazy? We forget to talk about my birthday. And look, my eyes are green. So if you look into my eyes right now, you can see the background because the green screen
That's right.
is showing through on my eyes. That's crazy. But then we get back on track, just like I just got off track there, and we talk about booze.
I love boobs, and I'm glad we're talking about them.
No, we have a couple of stories about alcohol.
Then we talk about boobs?
No, we talk about the book. Well, we finally talk about the book, Getting to I Do.
Oh, and how women are told to use their boobs to get men to marry them.
No, yeah, I guess actually that's kind of what she says to do.
Mm-hmm. And the hoverboard inventor finally makes it over the English Channel. Yoo-hoo!
Yeah, because he wanted to get to the boobs on the other side.
Yes, boobs.
Hey, I'm Steve. What?
Oh, my God. You're just like lagging something really fierce all of a sudden.
What happened? What?
Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, look.
I saw you. You guys forgot them.
I still have them.
Yeah.
Although, okay, just so you guys know, they are not going to last very long. So I took them out to the golf course and wore them in a round of golf. And they fell out, I think, a total of 10 times. But still haven't stepped on it and still haven't lost one.
Excellent.
Scott's sick. So everybody knows Scott's sick. He'll be coughing and hacking and stuff like that.
Hey, I picked up a summer cold, folks. Yes, I did.
But so let's do our opening. Welcome to What Happened to the World Today. I'm Steve.
And I'm Scott. And this is a tale of how bad life decisions led to a YouTube show and podcast, and you're strobing out with that bottle.
I know. That's awesome. So we're going to talk about what we've noticed going on in the world today. And like I started off the show, I still have my earbuds. 2 weeks. 2 weeks and I still have them. Woo!
Who would have thunked it?
I sure didn't. But like I said, it's just a matter of time now.
Yes.
Because of the fact that, like I said, they literally, fortunately, they're falling out and hitting me and bouncing far enough away where I'm not stepping on them when I'm walking and falling out and I'm noticing them.
Right.
I'm still freaked out about it.
Okay.
But one of these times it's going to fall out and it's going to go somewhere and I'm not going to be able to find it.
I'm going to tell you what my hopes are for you with those earbuds.
Get duct tape over my ear and it just stays.
No. I am hoping that the day that you actually do lose one and break it, it's a day that you're playing golf.
Me too.
Do you know why? I want your friends to videotape you teeing off the other one.
Oh, yeah, put it on the tee. Well, no.
I only got one left, so what the hell? Boom!
No, the nice thing about these is you can use either or. They actually pair separately. They pair as a left and a right. When you bring them out of the case together, they pair to each other in stereo. But if you just want to use the right one and then charge it and then just use the left one and charge it,
it'll work in mono.
They'll actually work in mono.
All right.
And you'll get twice as long a charge out of them.
Ah, cool.
You're supposed to get 3 charges out of a case because there's a battery in this case.
Right, and then you
3
recharge
charges out of the case and then 5 hours worth of playtime. So, in theory, that would be 30 hours of playtime if you played them one at a time.
So what I'm thinking is for people who sit at a computer or whatever in an office all day and they're not being physical, these would probably be all right.
Yeah, like I said, I haven't worn them on the bike yet.
Yeah, they're not made for active.
I haven't moved yet. And yet I see people, I just got weird shaped ears. I mean, I don't have wrestler's ears, thank goodness.
No, that's true.
I
boxers.
have boxer's ears. Yeah, I must have just weird shaped ears that these things don't fit right, or maybe I'm using the wrong size. I don't know. Maybe I should go to a bigger size and jam them in tighter.
But Steve, people already think you have a big head.
Yeah, whatever.
I mean, look at the screen. Look how big your head is compared to mine.
That's because you sit back farther.
I certainly do not.
You do too.
I am exactly
18
inches away from my monitor, or my camera.
You're exactly what?
18 inches away from my camera.
Well, how far away am I from my camera? Let me measure. 18 inches.
Well, I hope you know multiplication.
Yeah, times 1.
Yeah, see?
1
All
times
right.
any number is the number. All right, so what I've noticed is going on behind you is some very good-looking stew or soup or...
Oh, no, it's neither. This is a recipe that Susie wanted me to try, and then I modified it because I didn't like her recipe.
Okay.
This
is there onions in there?
It is. There are onions,
and then there looks like zucchini squash.
Yes.
Zucchini and squash. And that's it?
Yep, zucchini, squash, and onions. Well, okay. And spices.
And what is this dish supposed to be called?
Okay. Apparently, she saw it on TV, and it's a fried zucchini and squash something.
Okay. Can I stop you right there?
I don't know. Can you?
Did you say fried?
Yes.
So you did modify it then. That doesn't look fried.
Oh, it was fried to begin with.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'll do a quick recipe because it's this simple. Literally, you pour a little bit of olive oil. Olive oil, remember, no butter. This is a vegan meal, right? So pour olive oil in the pan. Heated up the pan while Susie used the processor to slice everything up, right?
Okay.
Threw it in the pan with hot oil so that it seared a little bit of the bottom, stirred it around. Then, of course, zucchini and squash are very wet.
Yes.
Okay. As a result, it didn't fry very much. It just fried a little bit. I think the oil was almost more to keep it from sticking to the pan.
Gotcha.
Which it did. It worked out really good. We cooked half of it at a time. Then we put it all together, had the onions in there. And according to the recipe, it was only supposed to have salt and pepper. I put a little bit of salt, sea salt, added quite a bit of pepper. But then
I don't really see the salt, no.
No. Then I put celery salt in there. And then, are you familiar with a product called Better Than Bouillon?
Yeah.
Okay. They have a vegetable based one also, so there's no meat. It's all for vegetarians. I did a tablespoon of that in there with the water that was already in there because, everything's wet, and it gave it the flavor. She put this in her mouth, and she took a bowl this freaking big for dinner and just ate the whole one.
That's good. That's like a good meal. You could have caramelized the onions a little bit more. I like them when they start to turn sweet.
I do also, but she wanted it done the way they did it on TV.
Okay. Well, you kind of blew that anyways, but that's cool. Nice.
Yes.
Hey, Mikey, I like it.
So I'm actually going to make this again later in the year with stuff out of our garden and do it on my show. This was not done on the show. I just took a picture of it because I'm like, Steve will like this.
I do like that. That's really cool. You may want to do it on the show. So that's a good meal. Pretty simple, too.
Yes, very simple.
Pretty straightforward. So should we go back to our subject board at this point?
Might as well.
All right, so let's talk about, what's going on in the world right now. What's going on in the world right now is we are killing people at an alarming rate.
Yes. Well, not we. Certain people.
Well, humans. The human race is killing the human race at an alarming rate.
Yes.
Why don't you read the statistic? This is the sad part.
All right. The amount of mass shootings across the United States so far in 2019 has outpaced the number of days of the year of this year's to date.
Right. So the GVA defines a mass shooting as any incident in which at least 4 people were shot, excluding the gunman.
Right. And a lot of times,
shooter.
Right. A lot of times the shooter gets shot also.
Or they shoot themselves, which, they should have just done that first. Saved us all some time.
Yeah, honestly.
1 October here in Vegas, he theoretically shot himself. They didn't break in a room and shoot him. He was dead on the floor. Like, if you had just done that first, it would have been a whole lot better. But as I want to finish the statistics, there we go. As of August 5th, it was the 217th day of the year. There have been 255 mass shootings in the USA. And that's the Gun Violence Archive. That's the GVA. So now go ahead.
Okay. The thing that has always annoyed me, I realize that the majority of the people are doing this as kind of a sensationalist thing to get their 15 minutes of fame, okay? Granted, they have anger issues or mental issues about something. But if you are really, I realize this is still not good, but if you are past the point of reasonable and you are going to do something like that, why can't you just go to Colombia and take out the cartels.
Because you're past the point of reasonable.
Oh, yeah,
we should put that out there, though. You should go on a mission to take out the bad guys. Some kind of vengeance thing. That would be good. But yeah,
no, sort of, not really, but it would make a good movie.
It is a shame because of the fact that we do not deal with mental health anymore and in mental health issues in the United States. Do you remember the movie? Oh God, it was about the Kellogg Sunnydale home or whatever. So back in the turn of the century, they had
sanitariums.
Sanitariums you could go to. The Kellogg family of Kellogg cereal.
Yes.
Yeah, they had sponsored a bunch of them.
Yep.
They had big famous ones that people would go to, and if you were losing it, you could go and get better. Now, needless to say that I don't know how well they did when they do electroshock therapy and stuff like that, but at least it was a place to go to a sanitarium.
The majority of them were legitimately trying to help. There's always the bad apple that does bad stuff.
Right. But now it's, you can't say anything about mental health or go to a psychiatrist. That's on your permanent record then. And your insurance goes up and all this other shit that they do to you.
Yep.
So it's kind of sad because I know a lot of people with depression and stuff like that. And, there's nobody to talk to, right? I can't go to my hairdresser and talk anymore because I don't have any hair to go to a hairdresser. I don't hang out at the bars anymore where you talk to your bartender and that. So that's out.
Yep.
But I mean,
and that's actually a great place because everybody is so drunk, everybody forgets the next day. So you didn't spill any real bad secrets. Yeah, and then like last weekend and all that, there were all those shootings. I mean, there was 5 of them, or was it 5? I think it was 5. You have the one in the historic district in Dayton, Ohio. Right, 9 people killed, 27 injured. Right.
Then there was the Walmart in El Paso, Texas, with 22 people killed and 24 wounded,
which is the deadliest shooting of the year.
Yeah, so far. Unbelievable. Then here's one, the shooting at the Gilroy Garlic Festival. It says in the San Francisco Bay Area. It's actually south of San Jose in Gilroy.
Right.
It's a really cool garlic festival. I've been there.
Yes, it's where all the anti-vampire people go.
Right. I mean, they have garlic fries, really good. They have garlic. They have fried garlic, really good. They have garlic ice cream. I mean, it's good, but yeah.
Remind me to go back to this particular concept after we're done with this story.
Garlic beers. What, the garlic ice cream?
Yeah, you heard it. No, they had mustard ice cream at the fair.
Really?
Yes.
No, I didn't hear about that. We'll come back to that. Where 3 people killed, 15 injured. The shooting at the Brooklyn Block Party, where 1 person was killed and 11 people were injured. And the shooting at the Walmart in South Haven, Mississippi. So that's 2 Walmarts.
Yeah.
Where 2 people were killed and 2 were injured. So there's your 4. But yeah, I mean, it's just crazy. I mean, I don't know what we're going to have to do. I mean, America is I don't want to say never, but America is the land of we're in control. Yes. And I don't see people giving up their guns.
Nope.
I don't see people, although this is starting to change, I don't see people giving up their right to drive, like to control where they're going and go to automated cars. But I do see the younger generation doing that. Because they're all on video games and stuff like that. Hey, instead of driving, you can play a video game while you're driving. How would you like that? Yeah, we're in.
You betcha.
So I see autonomous cars coming sooner than us giving up our guns. But yeah, it's crazy. It's sad. It's tragic. Living here in Las Vegas where the deadliest shooting happened on 1 October.
Okay.
So coming up on the anniversary on that, but I think that's enough of this bummer part of this.
Well, I'm going to give you one last statistic. For 2019, so far there have been 33,237 total shooting incidents, resulting in 8,796 gun deaths and 17,480 injuries as of last Monday.
Yeah, that is crazy. That is crazy.
Now, don't get me wrong. Bad shit has been happening since the beginning of time.
Yes.
This is part of things that annoy me. The media is all about sensationalism. It's all about ratings. And the only way to do that is to shock people and talk about the bad stuff because we as a species, or actually even most animals, fear is a huge motivator to keeping you alive.
Well, yeah, that's why we have it. That's why you run from the animals. You run from a big lion; it's going to eat you.
That's right. Because if you try to cuddle with them, you just become dinner faster.
Yes.
So, but I understand, the rights of the people need to know. The problem is the media just keeps. Some of these events for 48 straight hours, it's rehashing the same thing over and over and over and over again.
Well, that was one of the things with CNN when CNN first came out, right? Cable news network, and there's no news, so they just keep running the same story over and over. But there's so many news outlets now, and there's so much social media out there now, so much internet out there now, and we wouldn't even have heard about half of these shootings.
That is correct, and I think that would cut down on them. It's never going to stop them because angry people do stupid shit. They just do.
Is it kind of like why at the baseball games, if you run out onto the field naked, they won't show you? Because they don't want to encourage.
That is correct.
People to do it.
In the old days, they showed it, and it made it more prevalent, so they stopped doing it.
Did they ever show it?
Yes, they did.
Oh, man. I have to go back and watch that.
They used to be live. Now there's a delay, just like a lot of radio and TV shows where they could push the button. You remember the button, don't you?
The dump button. Yeah, we had a dump
button.
We don't have a dump button on this show. We just go.
No, we do not.
But on YouTube, you can say whatever you want, do whatever you want.
Not true. Close.
Yeah, well, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
There you go. So,
hey, you know what I never did? I never actually started the timer.
That's okay. I'm watching.
We're pretty close to it on the clock, right?
We started 17 minutes ago.
Okay, so I just have to take off 7 minutes from that. So when we get to 37, I'll stop.
Okay.
or sooner.
Whatever.
So, yeah, so I think that's enough ranting on that. So, but sometimes rants work. Whoa, man, I'm crazy with the light. You are
really strobing out today.
There you go. Let's try that. Let's see if that fixes it. That fixes it a little bit.
If you are honestly having hate or anger or issues with other people, don't do that. Don't take out all the innocent people. It's just not right. It's just not.
If you're stressed out, go find some help. Find a priest, a rabbi. I don't care. Find somebody.
Call the Reverend Scott Thomas Bobeck. I'll talk to you.
Yeah.
I'll even put you on my show.
Yep. There you go. You have an outlet there. My eye is strobing out. Look at that right there.
It is. Pretty cool.
It's actually a reflection from the light back there.
It is.
I don't know how to turn that off. So hopefully this rant will work where we tell people stop hurting each other. So now my Amazon rant worked.
Really?
Yeah. Remember I was complaining about how Amazon doesn't get your stuff here on time anymore?
Yes.
I ordered something on Sunday.
Okay.
Dun, dun, dun.
Da, da, da.
There it is. It's here on Monday. It wasn't supposed to be here on Monday, but they got it to me on Monday because they heard my rant on the show.
There you go.
But now here's what?
This is something I do find interesting. They are 7 days a week. Most people don't know that.
Well, yeah, but I ordered it on Sunday, so they gave it to me on Monday. But still, here's the deal. I ordered something weird. I saved $1.
Really?
Well, yeah, I saved $1.
Okay.
Okay. The yellow golf balls were $1 more expensive. These are green.
Okay.
Find anything weird about ordering green golf balls?
Here's the thing. They're neon green. I like the neon green ones.
Yeah, okay, maybe.
No, maybe. They're not the same color as the grass.
Oh,
cool. That's really good looking.
Same color. They are the same color as the green screen, though.
Yes,
that's awesome. So they really are green. So I can't even show you the color. That is so cool.
It is.
That is cool. Look, there's a little logo.
I have, when we play the tournaments, we have the pink ball with a number on it, and you got to take turns each hole. Somebody else has got to hit the ball, and whoever keeps it at the end gets to be in a raffle.
These are awesome. I love the fact that the green is the same color green, but there's the green golf ball. You kind of see it.
Yep.
That is so cool. Look at that. The green is the same color as the green screen. So that is so cool. But yeah, so yeah, I'm not sure why I bought green golf balls, different green grass.
And the other reason
they're almost yellow. Just so you know.
How much green grass do you have at the golf courses in the desert?
It's all green. It's beautiful.
They water the hell out of it.
You saw the picture behind me with yes.
Yeah, sure.
You saw the one picture I had with the golf course behind me.
Yep. But needless to say, if it gets into the cacti or the sand traps, it's still easy to see.
Yeah. But whatever. So I just thought that was pretty funny, though. So, yeah, they must have heard my rant. So thank you for listening. You listen to everything. You know they do. Because, you just talk about something and all of a sudden you're seeing those ads.
That's right.
So thank you, Amazon, for listening.
We've had that discussion.
And spying on me.
Well, it's better than getting one of those notices where they say, hey, I've put malware on your computer and I have video of you stroking yourself while you're watching porn. It's like,
yeah, they don't have video of me doing that.
No. It's like, I don't even have a camera on my main computer if I was doing that.
On your phone, you do.
Well, that's true. Like, I guess a lot of young people do use their phone to do that.
Yep.
But, anyways, do you remember the big fire at the bourbon warehouse?
Yes, I do remember the big fire.
Do you think that's why Beam is doing the craft distillery?
No, they've been doing this all along. So Jim Beam has been building their tour, like that's the big deal, right? Come tour our plant, come tour our deal,
right?
So they are going to spend $60 million on just their visitor experience to create like a little pub, a house. $60 million in a house, a building, a warehouse where you can come and look for their craft brands, right?
Right.
So all the brands they make a little extra on, the ones they don't make the bigger runs on and stuff like that. So, yeah. But, I mean, even the 45,000 barrels of whiskey that got destroyed in the fire, that hasn't changed what they're doing.
No, it's not.
They're building the craft bourbons. Like, everybody likes these craft beers now. How you go into a liquor store now. You ever go into a liquor store at all?
Yes.
Okay. When you go into a liquor store, there's like 30 different kind of summer shanty and whisper knob and Jack Spracks and candlelit and
And of course, intentionally obscene sounding beers because people will buy them because they're obscene sounding.
Because they sounding. Although, you know what I got to get? I got to get the root beer.
Oh, the big one popular around here. Now you gave me brain fart.
Yeah.
One of the Sprecher beers is Not Your Father's Root Beer. That's what it's called.
I think that's what it is. Yeah. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Not A&W root beer.
No, it's Not Your Father's Root Beer.
Beer.
But I actually do like one thing, and now Susie's starting to drink it like crazy, and she drank my entire bottle up without telling me because I only drink it like once every couple months. I like taking a shot of Sambuca and putting it in a bottle of root beer.
Really?
Yes. Basically, it's like sarsaparilla with a kick.
Yeah, there's Henry Weinert Soda, Small Town Brewery, Not Your Father's Root Beer. Those are the big three.
Yep.
But you think it's Not Your Father's Root Beer is a good one.
Yeah. I actually think the Sprecher's one is good too. But that's a local thing by us.
Yeah, I don't have that one.
No.
So, cool. Where are we at on the subject board? I lost my place. Oh. So we
99 bottles of beer on the wall, 99 bottles of beer.
This was 10,000.
Oh,
10,000 bottles of beer on the
road, 10,000 bottles of beer.
Take one down, pass it around, 999,999 bottles of beer on the road.
For those of you who are curious why I'm singing stupid songs, a truck dropped 10,000 bottles of beer on the road worth over $13,000 freaking dollars in Germany.
So we haven't had one of these in a while.
No, we haven't.
You found a boatload of those once where they dropped
like for 2 months in a row. Yep, almost every show I came up.
And I forgot what it was. Like, it was crazy for like
everything.
Weeks. Yeah, weeks in a row. It was all over the place. But the funny part is it's a very short story, but the Mannheim police said Saturday that volunteer fighter fighters from 2 nearby towns and local civil defense team took part in the salvage operation.
An estimated $13,330 worth of beer was lost in the crash, but they didn't say that it was lost because it was broken. It just got lost.
They didn't say they picked up the broken glass. They were in a salvage operation.
That's right.
They were saving the ones that were unbroken, which they didn't say how many that was. But
I'll tell you something. It makes me wish I was in Germany.
Yeah. The police statement is, the police said the truck driver is being investigated for failing to properly secure his load. You think 10,000 bottles fall off the truck? Something's not secured.
Yeah.
Driving around with his back door open. Give me a break.
That's what I'm thinking more than anything. And still, you don't lose the whole load that way. The other way the whole load gets lost is...
And I do have to laugh. Somebody's upset. 10,000 bottles for $1,300? That must be some really awesome beer over $1.30 a beer. Yeah. I'm like, okay, yeah, they've never had a beer with Penn and Teller. It's $13 a freaking beer at the Penn and Teller show. So
and that's a domestic beer. But needless to say, this is in Germany, so this was domestic beer in Germany.
Yeah, it was domestic German beer. Yeah. So cool. So now it is time for us to move on to our genuine positivity message. We can be genuinely positive.
And I did something a little bit different. This is, we've always kept these kind of short, kind of like almost like a fortune cookie genuine positive message. I actually thought about this one because something happened to me over this last weekend and I decided to talk about it.
Okay. So our genuine positivity message is by Funguy The Entertainer. Take it away, Funguy.
It is the middle of summer and the weather has finally been conducive to sitting outside on the porch. This is where I listen to the locusts buzzing, the birds chirping, and the murmurs from other people outside talking as they also enjoyed one of the greatest joys of summer. I'm talking about relaxing. We don't do it enough in this age of constant communication through a myriad of devices. It was a soothing of a psyche and a remembrance of when I was young and had little responsibility. We all need to take a little time to relax and remember just how beautiful just a little peace can be.
I love getting a little peace. Oh, I'm sorry. I've kind of wrecked your story there, didn't I? Yeah.
Not necessarily, because if you're relaxing, then getting a peace can also be relaxing.
I love a little peace. Yeah. When I was young and had little responsibility, we all need to take time to relax. So your whole thing could have been, we all need time to well, my God. Learn to read, Steve. We all need to take...
You have a third grade education?
I can't. I got to turn it around backwards and upside down. We all need to take time to relax and remember how beautiful just a little peace can be. I think I'm doing the inflection wrong. How big a little peace can... No, I just want a little peace.
You're not the only one. Most men do.
All right. So, should we finally get to this story?
Yes, let's do it. We've been postponing this story for a while, and it needs to be done.
All right. So, I'm going to cut that story, put it down there.
Oh, my goodness. We've been doing this for a while.
I'm doing this one. Doing what?
Our show. We're running way late as usual.
That's what I told you. We're coming up on 30 minutes. That's why I asked if we should skip it.
Yeah. No, let's... Oh, he gets.
He gets what?
The heck? Getting to I Do, the book.
Yeah, Getting to I Do the book. So this doctor, Pat Allen, wrote this awesome book. And it's called Getting to I Do. And it's how to be engaged to the right man within a year. This lady actually tells you how to get married, to get a guy, the right guy, a guy who's going to treat you well. This is for the ladies. Well, more for the men, I guess.
Yeah.
To
some men.
For me, to get you into a relationship.
Yes.
And a engagement to marriage.
Okay. Now, after looking at this, you know what the first thing that went through my mind was?
What?
All the Hallmark movies.
Right, but she does some other stuff too after this. So after she teaches you how to do, she has seminars on how to stay married.
Okay.
So you're there, and then it's a man's world and a woman's universe. So one of the things she talks about is that she said when you go out in public as a woman,
yes,
you always have to look like you're ready to have sex. Not that you should go out and do it, but you should always look like you're ready to.
Yes.
Because that's one of the things that will attract men.
Of course it will.
He's got us pegged.
It's like when I take a busload of guys to the strip club and they all think they're going to get lucky. No.
Yeah, I've worked at a strip club. It's, yeah.
They all make it look like you're going to get lucky, but they never get lucky.
Yeah, sorry, guys. Not. But, yeah, I just think this is pretty funny that there is a book out there, ladies, that you could read and that you can, within a year, follow these steps, and you will have a man, how to attract the right man, when you should make the first move and when you should not, why equality in a relationship may not be what you are looking for, why sex before commitment is a bad deal. See, she just said no. How to have, okay, so here's my 2 bullet points I love that she puts together. Why sex before commitment is a bad deal. Next bullet point. How to have sensational sex.
Surprise.
So
now you got to remember, she's saying that if you think you're working on the one you want, you hold off a little bit longer. If you're just looking for a good time, like most men also, that's okay, but make it good. Don't just make it fast.
Yeah, and here's one. It says, what makes a man run away from a relationship? Okay, we got that. But then here's the next one right after that. How to know when you're giving too much. How to have sensational sex. Yeah. And then what makes a man want to commit. So literally, she's teaching women how to trick men into marriage.
Yes, that's right. Scammer.
So, yeah, I think you should definitely trying to find her seminars. But yeah, I mean, she after she tells you how to get married, then she has seminars on how to stay married.
Works for me.
Because you weren't good enough to figure out how to get married until now you're figuring out how to stay married, which I thought was pretty funny.
Well, maybe she should try riding a hoverboard over the English Channel.
Yeah, so I just want to say thank you, Dr. Pat Allen, for tricking all those men into getting married. But we talked about that hoverboard over to the English Channel.
Well, last week he crashed.
Yeah, he halfway over because it's fueled by kerosene in a backpack. And the backpack, he couldn't carry enough kerosene to make the whole thing, right? The whole trip.
Correct.
Yeah, the whole trip. So he built a bigger platform. And that's the funny part. He built a small platform on a boat, and he's trying to land a hoverboard on a moving platform on a boat.
Yes.
That was too small. Like he can land on like a small table, right?
Yes.
When the table's moving and pitching in the water, he couldn't land on it. Yeah, no kidding. So he goes, I guess I should have made a bigger landing thing. So he made a bigger
surprise.
And he made it. So,
yay! Congratulations.
So a guy took a hoverboard. Like I said, he was trying to do it originally on the same day that the first plane flew over the English Channel. But yeah, it's
well, the thing that's really impressive, he got up to 110 miles an hour.
Yeah, those things.
That's pretty freaking impressive.
That's like flying. That's like flying, falling. Right? He's like Buzz Lightyear at that point.
Yes.
He's going so fast forward that he's falling with style, in the words of Buzz Lightyear.
There you go.
With style, I'm flying, or I'm falling with style. But yeah, so
to infinity and beyond.
Frank Zapata, not Frank Zappa. Frankie Zapata.
Frankie, yo, Frankie.
Yeah, so
Frankie. Cool.
So good for him. We have a kerosene. That's crazy.
All right.
All right, and our last thing is you decided to do another long story here.
I did.
I like these when you do long things. So you have to sit back and relax and enjoy the musical stylings of Scott Thomas. But our phrase origin story is not really a phrase. It's phrases. And Scott posed the question, why are some places names translated but other are not? So I can speak French, Big Mac. I can speak German,
Oui, oui.
Big Mac.
That's right.
I can speak Italian, Big Mac.
Big Mac.
I can speak English, Big Mac. Big Mac's a Big Mac in all those languages.
That's
However,
correct.
you found something interesting about places' names where people could go.
I've noticed this many times, but let's talk about Lisbon and Rome.
Hey. We just talked about getting a little piece. We're not going to talk about Lisbon's.
No, that's a different pronunciation. But instead of Lisboa and Roma, you've got like Buenos Aires and Rio de Janeiro. Okay, now here's what was
hang on. How come you had an accent for all of those, including Buenos Aires? But
Buenos
Rio de
Aires.
Janeiro, you just said
Rio de Janeiro.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Now, the translation is roughly good airs in January River. Okay? But here's the thing. Relatively few places are names are translated into English in the way that is suggested. That is by translating the meaning of the words and the place name's original language. Okay, that's obvious.
Right.
Those that are thus translated tend to be natural features rather than cities. For example, the river Amazon was named Amazonias in Spanish after an early expedition was attacked by warriors led by women, reminding those present of the mythical ancient women warriors. Lisbon and Rome aren't translations in that sense. They are the result of the way the place names have come into English literally over centuries, often by the French. I always thought the English were the biggest ones for bringing stuff in, but the French obviously were part of it.
The French let everybody in. They don't fight anybody. Oh, no. Wait, sorry. That went over your head.
No, I like the French because they invented the ménage à trois.
Yeah, okay. The French didn't invent it.
No, they did not. That was way before them, too.
They named it, okay, Caligula.
Yes. Occasionally, there is a translation of a specific common element of the place name, such as new or city, such as New York or Mexico City.
So that's great. But, yeah, I mean, sometimes like who would want to go to Rio de Janeiro or who would want to go to January's River? My favorite thing is when they bring French restaurants over here. La Fourchette. You know La Fourchette? It's LAFOURCHETTE. La Fourchette. Doesn't that sound like a beautiful, beautiful French restaurant?
No.
It actually is a French restaurant.
Okay.
You know what that translates to in English?
No.
The Fork.
The Fork. Okay.
No, seriously. It's a famous French restaurant. Okay. It's called The Fork.
Well, think about this. Do you remember the Matrix movies?
Would you want to go eat? Would you want to go eat at the Fork? No, you'd want to go eat at the La Fourchette.
Yes. You remember the Matrix trilogy?
Yeah, there were 3 of them, right?
Yes, that's why it's a trilogy.
Okay.
The part where they go to see the one pseudo bad guy who was the owner of, he was obviously one of the programs, and he always spoke French because in French, you can swear, and then he immediately said this filthy stuff, and it says it still sounds beautiful. It is true. Everything in French sounds beautiful, no matter how bad it is.
Well, there was another French restaurant called La Cuillère. La Cuillère. You know what that means?
No.
That means the spoon. Okay. Seriously, these are famous French restaurants. They really are those names.
Well, I remember the one by our house when I lived in Illinois called Les Titi de Paris. And the part that was funny about that is after they went out of business, it became a strip club, so there were still titties there.
There you go. So with that beautiful vision, I will leave that in your mind. I want to say thank you for watching.
And if you feel our show is not a bad life decision,
then please subscribe, watch our other shows and channels. Go to whathappened.world. Connect with us. Take Scott up on that. You message Scott. Take him up on his offer to talk if you're stressed out and want to do something bad. But please subscribe, watch our other shows and channels. Grab all of our podcasts, please. Please, please, please. Subscribe, like. Get your friends to subscribe and like all of our stuff. But
you have to force them to.
Find Fun Guy. Grab their phones and just set it up. Find Fun Guy the Entertainer cooks for you. And I want you to live every day, and we'll see you on the next show.
Be genuinely positive, live and love life, and have a good one.